Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about, I would say, a pretty weird situation that happened pretty recently with a Twitch staff member, where he basically goes into the chat of somebody streaming live on Twitch, and he basically starts an argument with the guy and tries to quote-unquote hijack his stream, and he just kind of more or less makes a complete fool out of himself in the whole process. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm not happy to be taking a look at a Twitch employee making a complete fool of themselves, but the whole situation to me just comes off really weird. Like, I don't really recall a situation where we've ever seen something like this. For instance, like here on YouTube, I've never made a video like criticizing the platform and then in the comments there's like Susan Watch Kiki leaving a comment like trying to debate me on anything I've said, right? Because I think most people would view that pretty weird because, I mean, like, I get wanting to quote-unquote engage with your community and like try to, I guess, clear the air or whatever. I think that's what this employee was trying to do, but I don't really understand trying to do that in a conversation in front of the streamer's entire audience when they are doing their own live stream, right? Like, this guy's trying to make his own content. He's trying to do his own stream, and basically this whole stream gets completely derailed by this Twitch employee, and I don't know, it's pretty awkward. We're gonna take a look at the full video clip here that I saw on Twitter. The streamer is HARASSES, apparently. I've never watched the guy, but that is what he goes by. So apparently this was like a 10-minute long escapade that happened. So with that being said, though, let's go ahead and take a look at the video.
I love you, but I would also love to talk to you one-on-one one time. The but is that I think you have a lot of good ideas, but you're missing so much. No is saying you're wrong about anything. Maybe, is that no one? Is that a typo? No one's saying you're wrong about anything. You just have so many assumptions that are way off. No one's saying you're wrong about anything. You just have so many assumptions that are wrong. I don't understand those two sentences going side by side.
All right, so right off the rip, these are the comments that the Seth Hendricks, who is apparently a employee at Twitch, was leaving on this guy's Twitch stream, right? So, you know, he's doing, I assume, like a just chatting stream or whatever, talking to his chat, and this dude jumps in saying all this, right? Now, keep in mind, he literally says, like, he wants to have a one-on-one with the guy sometime, right? In my opinion, that's not even, like, the worst, right? Like, that's not terrible. If, I guess, Harris Heller would have been like, oh yeah, sure, I'm totally down to do that, man. Yeah, you know, they exchange information or whatever in the DMs and whatnot, and they go about their merry way. There's not really an issue with that, right? But instead, the employee continues to try and like press the issue in the chat. He keeps trying to continue this conversation like in public, basically, you know? Like, I don't know, imagine you're having an event, right? Like, you're a speaker at an assembly and there's like, I don't know, a couple hundred people in attendance and they're listening to you talk about, you know, whatever it is you're talking about. You're doing like your TED Talk or whatever, and you mention, oh, I really don't like McDonald's very much. And then like a McDonald's representative comes up on stage with a microphone and is like, hey, you're wrong about our restaurants. I'm not saying you're wrong about them, but there's a lot of things that you know, just assumptions that are way off. You'd be like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Like, why is this guy here trying to hijack my event or whatever where I'm trying to talk to my fucking audience? Like, it's just weird to try and press this publicly and make like a fucking spectacle out of it. If you wanted to have a conversation with him about it and you really felt like he was wrong, you could have had that conversation in private, and that would have been not only much more mature, but it would have been a lot more professional. Like, you're a fucking employee of Twitch. This is not some shakedown moment or whatever where you're gonna get to, I don't know, publicly defend the company. Like, this is not the hill to die on, bro. Keep in mind, these are issues that like 97% of the community agree on. So not only is he saying that, you know, this guy's assumptions are off, but he's essentially saying that all of our assumptions are off.
I mean, I love you guys over at Twitch. No hate over here, but we're all frustrated. And honestly, coming into a stream and saying, sorry man, you're wrong, doesn't fix anything. I'm happy to be told I'm wrong. I'm not upset about it, but I know a lot of people making assumptions are making wrong guesses. Talk to people, be open about stuff, and fix stuff.
Alright, so this, in my opinion, is a pretty good response by the streamer, right? He essentially says, like, these are views that are shared by quite a bit of the community, right? It's not like he's the only person with these concerns or raising these issues that he's been talking about. You've seen it, like, even if you've been watching the channel recently, I've been making videos talking about how people have been upset with Twitch over several of their more recent decisions, right? At this point, when this guy gives this response, response, that should have pretty much been the end of the conversation. Like, he makes it pretty clear that, like, oh, he's not gonna just cater to what this guy wants him to say. He's not just gonna back away from it. He doesn't really seem to want to do it right now, like have this conversation right now. It should have really been the end. Like, anybody with any social awareness or any respect would have just been like, okay, once again, you want to have the one-on-one? We can do that. I'm gonna hop out of the chat now, right? Should not have went any further than this, but no, of course, he's got to keep pressing. He's got to, you know, keep going and pushing the issue even further and trying to literally just make an argument out of the entire thing. That's what I really don't get, because, like, on Twitch, obviously people are going to most streams so they can just kind of like chill out and vibe or whatever, right? Like I said, I assume this dude was doing like a just chatting stream based on like the setup and everything that I'm seeing. Most people were probably just there to relax and just kind of, you know, have conversations and enjoy the time they're there with, right? They did not sign up for a Twitch employee to come along and just start fucking, you know, derailing the entire chat and conversations and whatnot so he could prove a point or something. I don't know.
Again, not saying you're wrong. Not saying you're wrong, but then a minute and a half ago you said you just have so many assumptions that are way off. How do you say I'm way off, but then you say I'm not saying you're wrong? That's what that said. And I'm happy to be wrong, but if you think I'm wrong, just tell me I'm wrong. Don't tell me I'm wrong and then say I'm not saying you're wrong. Seth, I don't understand why we're having this conversation. If Twitch is trying to fix its appearance with streamers, like, you can't come into a streamer's chat, hijack their entire stream, tell them, you didn't say the word wrong, but you said you're way off, which is synonymous with you're wrong, and then argue with me when I'm saying I'm fine with being wrong, said nobody told you you're wrong. You literally told me I was wrong. Stop telling me you didn't say. I have a chat history. We saw that you said that. And again, it's fine. Like, I'm trying to drop the conversation. It's just weird that now you're like hijacking my chat and making this weird. Like, I want to end my stream right now because I feel so uncomfortable with being gaslit by a Twitch chat, my Twitch staff on my live stream. Like, what is happening here?
Alright, bit of a long clip, but you can see it's quickly derailing at this point, right? Like, the conversation, it's going nowhere. There's no point for it to continue. There's no reason for the Twitch employee to even really... at this point, like, after this response, I wouldn't even say, like, my bad, goodbye. I'd just leave the chat, right? Like, because you've gotten this person on stream, like, so upset or whatever, to the point where he literally just said he wants to end his live stream, right? Like, in what universe should a Twitch employee be, like, fucking with a streamer live on his stream to the point that he feels intimidated and wants to end his stream? Like, this guy feels uncomfortable with the conversation. It's very clear. His body language, he literally outright says it. His responses over time, like, anyone with even a modicum of, like, common sense would be able to tell that this is just not a productive conversation. There's no point to be trying to hammer this all home to the guy. And honestly, I can't blame Harris Heller for not wanting to have the conversation, because Twitch doesn't care about their streamers. Like, let's just call it what it is. Like, he says, oh, you know, no hate, I love the people over at Twitch, right? He's being nice. I get it. But me personally, I don't love the folks over at Twitch. I have no allegiance to them, and I'll say it. I don't fucking like them. I think most of them suck. I think most of them don't know how to run their platform. And I think that a lot of them support these stupid decisions the company makes that fucking pisses people off and destroys their reputation. And ultimately, Harris Heller should have the right to, you know, be streaming whatever he wants and talking to whoever he wants within, you know, the boundaries of guidelines, right? So this, like he said, should not have been a moment that got hijacked by a Twitch employee so they can make some sort of, like, grandiose stand for the company and, like, fucking defend their honor or whatever, right? It's just not only cringe, but it's unprofessional. Like, fucking 7 million IQ play. Screw with streamer on his stream to the point that he doesn't want to stream. You're actively now making less content get created on Twitch, which actually lessens the bandwidth that they need for streaming. So actually you're saving the company money, right? Like, that's a 7 million IQ play. Now, you know, I know some people are like, oh, you know, Harris Heller, he took it too far. He didn't need to, you know, get mad about this. He didn't didn't need to, you know, turn it into this or whatever, right? He could have just brushed it off. It's really not his prerogative to have to brush shit like this off. That's my problem, right? Like, yeah, could he have just fucking, you know, shut up, gritted his teeth, and fucking bared through it? Yeah, he could have. But he shouldn't have to. That's the whole point. He shouldn't have to feel pressured to just shut the fuck up because a Twitch employee joins his chat and starts pressing him about something, right? And that's not really his prerogative. That's not how a welcoming, open platform that people should want to stream on should be behaving. That's the fucking problem. It's not about, oh, why didn't he handle it better? I think he handled it just as well as he could have, because if I'm being completely honest with you, if the same situation happened to me, I think I might be a little bit more rude. You know, I wouldn't be so fucking, oh, grinning and happy about it, right? Like, at least up until the point that the dude got aggravated. That shit wouldn't be happening. I would just be pretty fucking rude, probably off the jump, because you're not gonna come in my stream and try and hijack the whole fucking point of my stream so you can make this big stand or whatever. That's just not happening, bro. Like, that's just such a fucking pathetic attempt to try and, like, drive the narrative in this whole situation. That's all it really comes down to. This Twitch employee just wants to drive the narrative, wants to protect the company. It's not about having a dialogue, it's about trying to fucking make some sort of, like, argument against creators that have been ripping these guys a new ass, and rightfully so.
I just banned him. Wait, can I not ban you? I hit the ban button and then you chatted again anyway. Can you... You cannot ban staff. Oh my gosh. You tried to ban me? Of course I tried to ban you. Anybody would get banned for doing what you're doing right now. This is so weird. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. I love you guys. I can't focus right now. I gotta go.
Alright, so eventually the dude is forced to end his stream because he no longer feels like he can continue with the stream, because he attempts to just end the entire incident altogether and just ban the dude. But of course he's a Twitch employee and you can't ban Twitch staff in your chat/channel. So basically they are impervious to being fucking, you know, dealt with. They're allowed to come into your stream whenever. They're allowed to say whatever the fuck they want to. They're allowed to hijack the stream. They're allowed to fucking, you know, make you so uncomfortable you end the stream, but you can't treat them how you would treat, like, any average typical person who would try to do that, right? If some 2-follower named nobody came along and tried to hijack a stream like this and throw the streamer off, they would be rightfully banned from the chat. But apparently when a Twitch employee does it, it's okay and you can't fucking ban them from the chat. And then, like, the dude acts, like, so stunned that he would even be fucking, like, eligible to be banned or whatever, right? Like, wow, you really tried to ban me? Like, yeah, he has now several times indicated to you that he's not comfortable continuing the conversation. He's indicated to you that he's not comfortable with you trying to do what you're doing with his stream chat. He's indicated that he doesn't want to do this, and you've continued pushing the issue. But now you want to play victim and act like he's in the wrong for wanting to ban you from his chat, right? Like, when it comes to making Twitch look good, they support giving you moderation tools. Like, oh, you can help protect your community. You can help fight against unwanted spam and messages and protect your chat. But then when you try to use those tools against them, it's, oh, what, you would try to do that to me? Little old me? Wow, man. You don't want me harassing you in your fucking chat and trying to hijack your streams, bro? Like, how dare you, man? It's no wonder that people don't like Twitch. It's no wonder that people don't like their fucking staff. Every time their staff does something or interacts with the public in any way, they completely fuck it up. They completely ruin it. They make a fool of themselves. They make a terrible announcement about a shitty new feature that they've got that is gonna somehow screw people over. And then they have the gumption. That's what's crazy. They have the fucking gumption to basically insinuate that the whole community's wrong. Like, oh, well, you're just a little bit off with your fucking predictions here, man. You're not wrong. You're just a little off in what you think. By the way, those are the same thoughts that, like I said, 95% of creators currently share. So if this guy is wrong, you're wrong, I'm wrong, fucking everybody but Twitch is wrong. So just an incredible just failure socially for the company. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, just laughing at this Twitch employee and signing out.